in that meantime, since in between your extensive running, we watched another great movie on Disney Plus.
Oh, bro! You honestly, I wanted to watch this movie for so long, and then you just go, it's on Disney Plus now, watch it, and then friendly greeting, friendly gesture, like, oh, so good. Like,
Insert,
I don't even like gaming, and it's great.
yep, like we've got insert a quote here or catchphrase here or something. So yeah, so
Oh,
Ryan Reynolds' new one, the 2020 movie Free Guy, which yeah, like you said, we've been waiting so long for this movie. Like it was initially delayed a full year because it was meant to come out, and then COVID hit the first wave. So then we were like, okay, they've pushed that back. They kept pushing it back a few times. It ended up being a full year, and then they once the US opened back up, they put it out. Here in New South Wales, we still couldn't go and see it. It was still just locked away. No cinemas were open, and then now they've
till tomorrow.
finally, yeah, until tomorrow. That's exciting. And then yeah, I think it was they call it Disney Plus Day or something. It's like the anniversary day, and they just put out a bunch of stuff. And Free Guy was on there, not even Premiere Access. It was just included with a subscription, and yeah, I watched it pretty much right away.
Yeah, I was dying. I watched it like during the week. I had a break between Squid Game, and I watched it, and then it was I watched with my roommate, and my you know me, I love my mum. My mum watched it as well the next day, and she loved it. She doesn't, and she couldn't understand the whole gaming concept. Like she had to call me and ask me questions, being like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "Mum, I don't really know. Like I know a lot of pop culture, but gaming is out of my realm." But it was just so funny, and seeing Taika as a bad guy, he just played that character so well of like tech entrepreneur. I see this guy that runs Finder on TikTok, and he's like he's like says like bro, and he's like this big kid, and he's just the character was just, all the characters were perfect, and then the ending, the little at the end, like yeah, like it was cool. It was great movie, absolutely loved it. That's two good Disney Plus movies to be watched in a row.
Yeah, and two good comedies. Like this is
Yeah,
another one where I was like, oh, they could have blown all the good bits on the trailers, but I don't think they did. I think there was enough there that still made it sort of surprising and funny at the same time. And it's another one with a comedian that I really hadn't heard of until the last two movies, Lil Rel Howery, and he's awesome as what's his name in this one, Buddy?
oh, is he the bloke? The
The
guy.
security guard, guy's friend.
Oh, the security guard. Yeah, okay, yeah. He was wonderful. Like, I love also the guy that couldn't put his hands down. He's like, oh, I can, but it just feels weird.
Yeah, yeah, the hostage guy, or whatever he's called. I think his
Yeah.
name was. So yeah, like we said, it's a comedy, but it's kind of like sci-fi as well, and it's all about uh, Ryan Reynolds' character, he comes to learn that he's actually an NPC in this MMO RPG game that's sort of very like Grand Theft Auto inspired, I think, and Sims inspired type thing. And his name is Guy, just because yeah, I guess NPCs just have very generic names. And once he sort of finds out that hey, you're an NPC in a video game, you're not actually real. He sets about on this journey to level up his character after he puts on the sunglasses and becomes one of the sunglass people. And sets out on this journey, starts to build up his character's level, and ends up sort of developing into like sentient AI basically. And he just teams up with a player of the game to try and prevent all of the other NPCs being deleted when they transition to Free City, the game Free City 2. And yeah, like I said, it was very reminiscent of sort of the Truman Show, lots of GTA and Sims, The Matrix, um, tons of like gaming references in there as well. Where there was
Hey, like even
Fortnite.
streamers in there, like Ninja, like that. I'm pretty sure I didn't know any of those streamers, but there was like massive streamers in it as well, and like, yeah,
Yeah, I
wild.
actually knew a few of those. So there was Jacksepticeye, who was the one of them. Ninja,
Say Jax.
Septic Eye.
Oh, I was going to say it's my rival.
Yeah. So then there was Ninja, Pokimane, she's huge.
She's hot.
Dan TDM, and the Aussie Laser Beam. So like it was a cool way of like incorporating them and like getting that gaming culture in a different way, and I guess it probably helped them like promote the movie as well, because I imagine those guys were all pushing it out pretty hard once it hit as well.
Yeah, like Ninja popped up on my TikTok the other day, and I don't follow him, but he has like 7 or 8 million followers. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, even if he does one video and he might get 1 million views, that's 1 million people watching a little clip on their phone. And rather than like popping up on like your YouTube and you see a trailer and you don't want to watch it, you're watching a creator you like promote a movie about a culture that you like. It's just so smart putting that in. Like, it's ridiculous. And I didn't come up with this, but obviously my mum came up with this. She was like, "Do you reckon this is how video games are going to go in the future, where they just control themselves and people are going to watch it?" And I was like, "That's a good point. Like, probably foreseeing what could happen with AI in the future." So,
yeah, like, and like even now, like we're seeing on Twitch, there's some games where like people when they're streaming, they have like they call it like I think it's Twitch Plays or something. So it's like I think the main one I've seen is like Pokemon. So if someone's playing Pokemon, they can set it up where people in the chat can like send messages and things, and then that like controls elements of the game. So if you're in a battle, your actual chat can like control what you do in the battle and stuff.
oh, that's something I've never got into, watching people play computer games, or also gaming myself. Like, I'll buy an Xbox game and play it for like a day or two and get over it. But it's just this whole world with like esports, people make millionaires, Ninja, all these other people. They're like, oh, maybe I was wasting my time playing Counter-Strike when I was younger. I should have focused on something else.
Yeah. Some of the Counter-Strike players are huge now, especially like now
Like,
there's
still
the
Counter-Strike?
esports. Yeah, there's esports leagues that are like purely Counter-Strike players. It's professional level.
Oh,
Because
I
it's
mean,
super.
what have I been doing my whole life?
Because Counter-Strike is like that super technical and strategic game. They actually play it at a professional level.
Yeah, I was always bad at it, so that makes sense. It's strategic and technical. I just went in with like an AK-47 and
just went the Halo style, just run in, hope for the best.
I remember like going to internet cafes in Bonner Junction and like paying for like 3 hours and being like, I can't believe I was on the internet for 3 hours. And now I'm like, if I'm awake, I can't believe I'm not on the internet for 3 hours. Like, my whole life's on my phone, or like, it's amazing. Reminiscing. Wow.
Yeah, so and like some of the other there's tons of like cameos as well, and obviously the gaming references. So we had what cameos did we have? The Twitch streamers, Chris Evans is in there as well. Apparently, the only reason he's in this movie is because he was also filming in Boston at the time, and Ryan Reynolds reached out to him, was like, "Hey, do you want to come on the set and do something for this movie?" And Chris Evans said, "I can do it, but I can only be there for 10 minutes." So they set everything up, had it ready to go. As soon as he got there, filmed his little bit, and then he was out in 7 minutes.
Perfect.
And then we also get Alex Trebek is in there, Tina Fey, The Rock is in there as one of
what?
them.
What?
Yeah, The Rock.
Don't watch this movie.
They're all like not. I think they just do the voices and stuff. Like they're not actually like filmed. Hugh Jackman's in there. He's the guy that she encounters in the alleyway. John Krasinski. It's crazy. And then in terms of the gaming, yeah, like I picked up on a couple of them. Like I picked up on Hugh Jackman's voice. I picked up on Alex Trebek, obviously, and The Rock. I still can't remember where he was. I have to go back and rewatch it just to try and listen to all the voices and stuff. I think The Rock's in the background or something. And then the gaming references and Disney references, which is it's weird that there was tons of different Disney references because it was this movie was part of like Fox. It was originally a Fox production, that began well before Disney purchased Fox. So I don't know whether they've gone back and like inserted those Disney references with pickups and stuff, or whether they were kind of already talking and this was a potential acquisition at some point. Yeah, we get Fortnite, Ready Player One, GTA, obviously, Sonic, The Sims, the Star Wars lightsaber pops up, the portal gun, Marvel. So we get Captain America's shield, and that's where Chris Evans pops in like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Minecraft, Halo. So you see the Halo tanks and stuff. Resident Evil, just ridiculously like stacked thing where you can watch it and just enjoy the storyline, but then you're also, if you're a big fan of some of these properties or gaming in general, you're going to spot little things in the background like, "Hey, I know that. Hey, I know that." In the same with
that's the thing. Besides the Marvel and the Star Wars stuff, I knew nothing of it. I just enjoyed it, and like I didn't know anything about any of those gaming references. So, as someone that I just really enjoyed it from like a non-gamer, so yeah, wonderful. I'll probably need to rewatch it and look it up and be like, oh, analyze everything. So,
and I think that sort of proves how well like they've done in producing the movie too, because you don't have to be a game player or a game nerd to sort of pick up on and enjoy the movie. You can just watch it and just enjoy it for the comedy and the storyline.
Also, to be honest, if Taika released a movie of him sitting on the toilet for an hour and a half doing a massive poo, I'd watch it. Like, I absolutely love him so much. Like, and yeah, Ryan Reynolds as well. Like, if he released a movie of him wearing like 20 jumpers and you can't see his face, like Deadpool, he has no face, I'd watch it. Like, just those two people, I just would do. Not, you know, man, not a massive movie buff, but I would just watch anything that they're in. Like, absolutely love them both. So that casting for me, and then even the main bloke from Stranger Things was great. Like, loved him as well. He was so good, and the girl I found her really attractive as well. So just a good cast, really.
I found it funny at the very end when the main guy, like the Stranger Things guy, when he goes and like actually talks to the girl at the coffee shop. He is wearing a blue shirt, so he becomes blue shirt guy in real life.
Did I watch this movie? I've literally missed it all. Oh wow, I didn't really watch this.
Yeah,
do you want a free guide this afternoon? Yeah, sweet. We're gonna watch it next.
Yeah, so if you like watch the end, he's wearing a blue shirt and basically becomes blue shirt guy in the real world.
Oh wow, okay.
And I was looking at
this movie for the first time.
I was looking at some of the stats. It's like done incredibly well already. They have got in there. They've grossed $324.8 million, and it only cost them between 100 and 125 million. So they basically tripled their money. And Ryan Reynolds confirmed just a few weeks ago that Disney are happy with the outcome of this movie, so they are doing a sequel. They just don't know when they want to do a sequel. Very keen for that.
Okay, I hope Buff. I mean, I hope Friendly Greeting is in the sequel because he was my favorite character in the whole movie. He was just one. Like the attention to detail of that character was just beautiful.
I hope they give him his catchphrase too, so he doesn't just have insert catchphrase too.
No, I like the fact he didn't have it. It's just that attention to detail was just perfect. Like, just made it even better. Like, oh yeah, great movie. And sorry for a spoiler, but that's my recommendation for the week. Everything else I'm going to talk about today, I love, but that is just, you have to watch it. I'm sorry to jump in early, but yeah, wonderful movie.